Tonight on the Nightcap, Carolina sits down with rap legend Willie D.
Yeah, what's up for a Nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
And here with me, the legend himself, Willie D. Welcome to the Nightcap.
Thank you.
We've had you on Isaiah Factor far too many times for you not to be here on this show. I didn't realize it had to take you turning 60 for you to come on.
Well, you know, I do what I can on a small budget.
On a small budget, okay. I appreciate
those
that
are
budget.
Isaiah words.
Yes, that's his little phrase.
Just saying, yeah.
All right, we're gonna have the Roast of Willie D, cooked by legends, happening October 28th at Smart Financial. Listen, I hear the term getting roasted, and I'm just like, I'm nervous for the person who's getting roasted. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm not concerned about people saying stuff about me because I know they're saying stuff anyway.
You might as well say it to my face because I already know what's happening.
Say it to my face.
That's what you say.
Say it to my face.
Yeah.
But I do have some rules though. I've written up an official roast policy.
Oh.
You know, words and that cannot be used, and issues and topics that cannot be discussed, people names that cannot be mentioned.
Can you give me a little snippet of those?
Well, I'm just gonna start with my mama. You can't say nothing about my mama.
Okay.
Unless you say, man, you had a great mama. Something like that. That's
okay,
cool.
that's
I'll go
cool.
with that.
Yeah.
Your mama was cool. Something like that.
Yeah.
Man, I remember your mama used to give us cookies, free cookies at the lunch, in the lunchroom. Stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. But anything else, it could be.
You getting kicked off?
Yeah, it could be a little scary.
Your reaction?
Yeah.
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 Okay. What else can't be discussed?
Let's see, what else cannot be discussed? I'm gonna give you one more because I can't give you too
one
much.
more.
Because if I say too much, then somebody gonna be like, well, that's what I was coming to hear, you know. So I won't say too much, but you cannot talk about my bald head. Can't say nothing about nothing.
What?
Can't say nothing about my bald head.
Why? You actually look really good bald.
Well, thank you. And I thought I did too. You know, when I first got my hair cut, bald, it was a challenge because I was like, okay, I've never been bald before,
right.
And I know some people got funny looking heads.
Yes, that's the thing. Once you take a big to it, all the imperfections come out.
Yeah, and I was like,
and yours is nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So why do you think people are going to talk?
No, because they got to say something.
All right, but that's off limits. Don't talk about his
something.
bald head.
My bald head is
mama.
part of my identity, so people got to attack. They're going to attack your identity.
Yeah.
They're going to come for your identity. Yeah. So.
And I mean, you have quite a lineup, and I know we don't know all of them, but DL Hughley is going to be hosting. You got Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, I feel like they're going to come for your jugular for real.
Yeah. Well, what's super cool is that DL and Cedric are half of the kings of comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just to have those two dudes, on this ticket with me, to bring in my 60th, and these are not just famous dudes. These are not just comedy kings. These dudes are guys that I know.
Yeah. That
I've been having a personal relationship with for over 3 decades.
Wow.
I know both of them intimately.
And they know you, so
Yeah, I've been knowing them like since they told their first jokes at the comedy clubs, before the big stages, before the sitcoms, before the movies, all of that.
Wow.
And so to have that come full circle and have them, on that dais, saluting me, they're gonna be roasting me, but it's more of a salute,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's love.
Well, let's talk about the roast. Like, why are you choosing to do a roast? Because not to get into it, but the last couple roasts that we saw on Netflix, it left a bad taste in people's mouths. So why are you choosing to do a roast?
Well, the thing about it is that I know how roasts are supposed to be done. I'm a real comedy connoisseur. I'm not just the dude that he said something funny, ha ha. Everybody likes to laugh, but I study comedy. I used to, when I first started making money, when we started putting our records out and I started getting money. Whenever I wasn't home, whenever I wasn't on tour, I used to fly to LA to a club called Birdland. It was in Long Beach. And I would see people on stage like DL and Jamie Foxx, Cedric, all of these dudes, TK Kirkland, so many of these guys who turned out to be legends, but they used to be on stage. This is back in the days when some of these guys would just get up on stage because it was a crowd there. They wanted to try some new material, or that was their weekly gig, and they were making about $20-30. Comedy is a grueling business.
Yeah.
Like it's not for the weak. The average comedian takes about 20 years before they come into notoriety.
That's if they even do get into
Yeah,
notoriety.
if they stick around. But for all of those guys that have made it, all of these names that on average, it took about 20 years for them to catch on. It didn't take that long for DL and Ced, but on average, that's what it's about. It took Bernie about 20 years, Bernie Mac. Yeah.
Wait, so you're a connoisseur of comedy. Obviously, you appreciate it a lot if you were flying to go witness it. Did you ever want to be a comedian yourself?
Back in my cowboy western days, I had a couple of jokes, but I thought about it, and see, my memory has never been that good with jokes. I tell a joke like a drunk guy tells a joke. How most drunk guys, you can't remember the joke.
They forget a part, like, hold on.
And these are jokes that sometimes are on record. So if I can't remember that, I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to remember these jokes. I'm gonna be standing on that stage, and I'll have something ready to say, and right in the middle of it, I'll be, man, what was that I was about to say again? And I can't write the jokes down on paper, because that ain't gangster. I can't do it like that. I would think that I would lose respect from my peers if I wrote the jokes down. I've seen some comedians write jokes down, but I think that might be cool when you're trying out something, but for that to be your thing when you step on stage for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, nah, I don't think they would respect it. So I'd have to be able to memorize it. And
you were able to do it with records. I don't see how you couldn't do it with jokes.
I know, that's crazy, huh?
Oh no, we're gonna talk about it.
You know what? Maybe because rapping was really my passion, and maybe that's something that I really like. I never really ever dreamed of being a comedian. It's something that I may have romanticized, but I never dreamed of being, like, I want to be a comedian. But I do respect the art. Comedians are some of the most intelligent people on earth. Yeah. Because they have a sixth sense where they can see things that we don't see. They see things in a different way. Right.
They can take a mundane situation and really get to the nectar of what makes it so funny.
Exactly.
And it has to be communal, right? It has to be something that everyone can see, and they identify what makes it so hilarious to the rest of us.
Exactly. And I tell DL that all the time, like, because I talk to DL a lot, and the way that he takes situations and analyze them and make analogies, I'm like, man, like, even his metaphors, I'm like, man, boy, you cold-blooded, man. Like, this dude is brilliant. Yeah.
Okay, we got more to discuss beyond the roast. All right, you stay right there. We got more with Willie D, who's getting roasted for his 60th after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. If you didn't know, Willie D is turning 60 this year, and to celebrate, he's having a roast. And that still blows my mind. But you are a connoisseur of comedy, we've learned, and you are a huge fan of it. And I need to know how many comedians are going to be roasting you.
Well, all of the people on the dais were
they're not all comedians.
So I got at least over half are going to be comedians, but I also have people from different industries, like from sports and entertainment, and even journalism, who will be on the stage roasting.
Ooh, I already know who that
Yeah.
is. If you don't know who that is, then you don't watch this network. Okay, fun.
Yeah.
So part of a roast is you having to roast them. So are you going to
Yeah.
roast everybody that's on that stage with you?
It
that
depends
dance with
on
you?
who try to hit me the hardest. Whoever hit me the hardest, man, I got to get them. I'm gonna have jokes ready for everybody, but depends on which one of them hit me hardest. I got to get my lick back. If I get something mild, if they hit me with something mild, I hit them with something just a little low. I might gloss right on over it, you know what I'm saying? But if they go in on me,
You're going below the belt.
I'm gonna have to,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take off the belt and put belt to ass.
Belt to ass, he says.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to put belt to ass.
I mean, is there anyone already that you're like, oh, I know I have to be ready for this?
All of these guys are funny. Like you don't understand the funniness that's gonna be in that room. I got the greatest concentration of funniness. Like people from all different. Like for me, it's like I got a lot of like friends that are in the entertainment industry, you know, all around, and some of the funniest people are not even comedians.
Yeah.
They just naturally funny.
Yeah.
And they can roast you. I mean, they will roast the hell out of you. Like I see them doing it, and now that's what the thing that made me say, you know what? I want to get him. I want to have her on the roast because she's a roast. She can roast. You know, he can roast. So that's what it's about: being able to deliver that joke and get that funny in there, like make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make people laugh, you can roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can talk about other people and make people laugh and even make that person laugh at themselves, you can roast.
If you could throw a roast for someone else and roast them, who would be top of your list?
Donald Trump. Boy, I'd roast this ass. I'd take the orange off of him. Yeah, I would roast him. I'd roast him. It's so much stuff that you can talk about. The thing about Trump is that it's so many things that you can talk about with him.
Yeah.
Like he's had so many gaffes, you know what I'm saying? Like he is so many
He's giving you so much material
by existing. It's so much material. It's easy. It's super easy. It would be like super easy. You don't even have to really write anything down. You can just recall.
You can just look.
Yeah. Remember this, that. You know, and plus the dude wear Pampers and he be farting and stuff. I'm gonna kill him, man. You can't be the leader of the free world and be sitting up there with a soiled diaper. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You can't do that. I'll tear him up. I will tear him up.
Okay.
And I would
Any Houstonian?
Houstonians. Oh, H-Town is all love. I don't really be thinking about people like that, you know. Like people that I don't like, I don't fool with. And
You don't have to
I
not
don't really
like
think
them to
about
roast them. All these people love you.
And the people that I like, I don't want to roast them. You know what I'm saying?
You're so nice.
Yeah, I don't want to say bad things about people I like.
But you want people to say bad things about you?
Yeah, because it's all in fun. This
Yeah.
is just it's for my 60th. I got it, you know, some people they, you know, for their 60th, you know, they jump out of airplanes, you
Yeah.
know. I want to jump into the fire. You know, like, and this is a natural thing for me. Like I say, I really love comedy. So, you know,
it's a
what
perfect way
better
for you
way
to
to treat
celebrate.
myself, you know, than to, you know, be the center of the roast.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that with Kevin Hart did with his thing, I mean, that's the elephant in the room. I'm going to go ahead and address it.
Okay.
So when he did his show, like, first of all, Kevin is a comedy genius, first and foremost. And that's what made me want to watch the show in the first place.
Right.
That made me want to watch his show. But, you know, as I watched it though, and I started seeing these guys, you know, you tell one joke, it's insensitive. Then you do it again. Now it becomes a pattern. You know.
Right.
One time, you know, okay, we give you that. Twice, but then 3 times now it becomes a little
Offensive.
yeah, it becomes offensive, and there's some pathology attached there, right?
Right.
So now you go, I ain't really feeling this dude. But then another dude do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear somebody else do the same thing, and you're like, wait a minute, man.
What's going on here?
This ain't, a roast is not supposed to make you feel like you want to fight somebody. And it should not make you start arguing about politics
Right.
and race.
Right.
That is not what a roast is supposed to do. You're not even supposed to be thinking about that type of stuff. A roast is supposed to give you a break from that.
Yeah.
Because all day, every day, I cover the news on a daily basis, and I see so much pain and trauma and drama on a daily basis. And so when I'm checking out comedy, I'm doing it for relief. I'm trying to get away from that for a moment, because you got to have
levity.
You got to have balance in life. You got to have balance. You cannot be all the way one way. Just even when it comes to funny and jokes, everything can't be a joke all the time.
Right.
At some point, sometimes you got to get a little serious about life, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's the same thing on the serious side. Oftentimes, people see me and I'm serious about what I'm doing, and they sometimes are taken aback when they see me smile,
They're like, oh,
Or
wow,
they see me
Willie can
laugh,
smile.
like,
He's got
damn,
pearly whites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go like, wow, like, ooh, it's so nice to see Willie D smile, but yeah, I really do enjoy comedy, and I think when people watch those last couple of major roasts, which was Kevin's roast and then the roast of Tom Brady, you're seeing something, it was a little dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. And even though there was other highlights there, even Kevin's part was really, really good. What he did was really good.
But it was overshadowed by all
it was overshadowed by the negative.
And that's not happening on October 28th.
Oh, that's not happening at all. See, what people have to understand is that roasts are rooted in community. Roasts are rooted in, it started on the street corners and the barbershops. Mm-hmm. It started at family gatherings. Yeah. Like, I know family members that they can't wait to be around each other. As soon as they walk through the door, yeah. And then you had those on. Then you had those on last time we was here. Yeah.
Right.
As soon as they walk through the door and lay eyes on each other,
everybody starts piling
they're
on.
roasting each other,
Yeah.
but it's all love, right?
Yeah.
So you roast the people that you love, and that's who's gonna be in the house, a bunch of people that I love and people that I know that love me.
Yeah.
And we're gonna celebrate.
And we're celebrating a birthday. So I do want to talk about the last 60 years of Willie D.
Yeah.
All right, you stay right there. We've got more with Willie D after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking to Willie D ahead of his roast. And this is a celebration of your 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And you really didn't even think you'd see 18. And now you're seeing 6-0. How does that feel?
Well, I wasn't sure if I would see 18. They didn't think I was going to see 18, but I wasn't sure because they were saying it so often. I was like, shit,
Yeah, I guess not. Like,
is there any truth to this? So
Yeah.
I pinched myself until I turned about 30 before I stopped waking up and being surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is beautiful to witness about your life is that you really have, I don't want to say reinvented yourself, but you have taken so many different positions in your life. You have lived a full life. You've been a boxer. You've been a rapper that I think, I don't even know if you guys knew that you were creating the sound of Houston so early on.
We knew.
You did know?
Yeah, we knew.
That you were creating it? Did you feel that responsibility, or were you just trying to create something for yourselves that you were proud of?
No. We was trying to put H-Town on the map, and then we was trying to put the South on the map. We wanted respect.
Yeah.
We wanted our respect because we was getting no respect, from the East Coast or the West Coast. They were just coming down here. All the other rappers was just coming down here making money and leaving. But nobody invited us to the party. We kind of just crashed the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think people recognize what you actually did for Houston in the rap and hip hop game?
I think most people who understand,
I feel like Houstonians that were here during your era do.
Yeah, they do. A lot. Yeah. Most youngsters don't. They don't.
They don't.
I remember being in the studio once. I was in a recording studio at Richard Simmons' studio, R.I.P. Ultimate Sound, and there's this youngster in there writing some music, and I walked in to grab my masters from the studio. I walk in, and I think I spoke to the little youngster. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man?" And he was like, "Hey, oh yeah, hey, how you doing?" And Richard was like, "Hey, you don't know what that is?" And he was like, "Oh, no." He said, "Man, that's Willie D. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be in here." And he was like trying to figure it out. So he was like, "Yeah, go home and look him up." This was before the sale. People could go on their phone and do all of the research on Instagram and all that. But this was a while back. And so this wasn't like it was 5 years, 10 years, 50, even 15 years ago. This is like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And they forget.
Yeah.
They forget really fast. But I was saying the other day, when we started, there was only like 1 or 2 clubs in Houston playing hip hop. We literally made the DJs play the record. It was not.
It wasn't like you were feeding something that was already pushing that out. You pushed it out so that they had to play the records.
We went up to the DJ, play this record. It's going to be some problems. So now, they just play the records now. They just play the records.
Ain't no problems now.
Ain't no problems now. But everybody get to eat off of that. Like all of these guys, they don't have to have that fight.
Yeah.
That fight is over. We won that fight for them. Yeah.
Do you think rappers, Houston rappers, give you the respect? I'm not talking about Houstonians. I'm not talking about youngsters across the country. I'm talking about those that you paved the way for. Have they shown their respect and gratitude for the path that the Geto Boys and Willie D
I think the only the ones that I interact with, there are some that I don't really have a relationship with, so I don't know what they think.
Yeah.
But that's really not for me to harp on. Like, I'm really looking ahead, and when people do pay homage, it's beautiful, especially those who have numbers, those who have influence. When they speak on it publicly, that's cool. Privately, I think that if you're gonna praise somebody, that's a public figure, in private, you should do it loud, man. Make it loud. Like I've had people, like rappers who are superstar rappers, tell me in private, "Man, you the hardest mother in hip hop. Hey man, we listen to you on the bus every time. I listen to you, man, working out and da 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 da." But get them.
You're like, go say that in an interview.
Yeah, but in an interview, they won't say it. See, me, I don't have any reservations about giving somebody their props. I think I'm secure in my manhood, right?
Yeah.
So, it don't take nothing away from me to give somebody credit. Credit is free. Unless you're trying to buy something.
Right, well, that's a different kind of credit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, your flowers are due, for sure.
Thank you.
You said you're always looking forward. You went and became a prison reform activist. You tried to become a councilman. You were an advice columnist. Now you have a podcast where you really talk about anything and everything news related. Do you think you'll ever stop evolving? Or
No.
stop finding, are these all Willie D? Are all these different eras of Willie D?
This life is so interesting to me. I just find life interesting. I find so much stuff that people do interesting. Like, I got people friends of mine, there's people that I admire from all types of industries. I got a buddy who started off on the back of a garbage truck, and he went from the back of the garbage truck to the front of the garbage truck to driving the garbage truck to buying a garbage truck, and now he's a multimillionaire, and he still have garbage trucks.
Wow.
He's a millionaire. I know a guy who started on the streets of New York with a hot dog stand, and sometimes, regular, people from office, businessman would come out and they'd sometimes be disrespectful to him. Mm-hmm. Well, now he earns more money than they do.
Wow.
He's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
But then you also have just regular people who are, like I know people who are educators, realtors, like my buddy Garland right here, you know what I'm saying? PR agents like my girl Rachel, but they really good at what they do. And that's admirable to me. Like anybody who can do something really well.
Are you fed by curiosity? Like, can I do that? Or I have an interest in this, let me try it. Is that?
If I have an interest in something, if I think I can do it, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Are you someone who has an idea and you execute?
Not always. If I have an idea and I have to, when I was a lot younger, I would have an idea and I would just run with it. And then I get in trouble, end up blowing money or something, because I didn't really see it all the way through. I didn't think about the details. Now I understand what they say when they say the devil is in the details. So you can have this great idea to own a therapy clinic because your buddy used to work at one and he used to, collect the checks and everything, so he knows how to run the therapy clinic. So you go hire him to run it. You'll understand that he don't really understand he don't understand the full scope of running a therapy clinic.
Right.
So now
it was just a good idea.
The therapy clinic been open for 3 years, and your buddy got a nice car and a bunch of presents under the Christmas tree, and and you ain't seen $1 in 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got
the devil's in the details.
Yeah, the devil is in the details. So, but for me, I look at it like I got one life to live. I got one life to live. Life is really precious to me. I really do be like looking forward to it. When I wake up and I open my eyes every morning, I look around like, I'm finna give y'all hell. Every day I wake up, I'm finna give somebody hell because I'm about to shine on y'all. I'm about to stunt. I don't even know what I'm gonna do half the time, But
I'm gonna do it.
But I'm finna do something because I'm finna do something productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to do something productive. I'm about to do this roast, and we're gonna have.
We're gonna give them the final details about it. But you've lived a hell of a life.
Yeah.
You've lived a hell of a life. All right, the final details about the roast happening against Willie D after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Willie D. It's about to be the Roast of Willie D, cooked by legends, happening October 28th at Smart Financial Center. Tickets are out, right?
Tickets out.
Tickets are out.
Tickets out. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to sell the place out.
Yeah.
All right, so what can people expect? We're going to have D.L. Hughley, we're going to have Cedric the Entertainer, and a whole bunch of celebrities, not just comedians, roasting you.
Yeah.
How long is this going to be?
How long is the show?
Yeah, you're going to be.
Oh, I don't know.
You're going to be in the hot seat for a minute, boy.
Yeah. But they're going to get in the hot seat too. Everybody on that stage is going to be in the hot seat.
You're not holding back any punches, right? You're just going to go for everybody.
Nah. And then after we do the roast, we are going to pretty much toast hip hop with some of the biggest hip hop luminaries in the game. They're going to come out and do their thing one by one. We're doing a pass the mic. So everybody's going to do one verse of their biggest hit.
Oh, that is so fun.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to celebrate.
Yeah.
Especially after getting roasted. Okay, and you're also going to be recording this for television.
Exactly.
Well, that's a lot of pressure, boo-boo.
So Sunday best, y'all come on out, get dressed up. This is how you want an opportunity to wear that nice suit that you got or that dress or whatever. You want an excuse to go get something new. This is the time. Let me tell you something about this show. If you've ever been to any shows in your life, it don't have to be in Houston. But since we are in Houston, if you have ever been anywhere you had a good time and you say, man, I'll never forget that, that's one for the books. If you missed this show, all that other stuff don't count. You was never serious. You was never serious about having a good time in the first place, because it's going to be very difficult for anybody to duplicate this.
Okay,
it's going to be very difficult. I'm not saying they can't do it, but it is going to be extremely difficult to beat this.
And as we learned tonight, Willie D is a connoisseur of comedy, so it's going to be a night.
That's right.
It's going to be a night.
And I have taken into account.
And he knows his hip hop too, so.
I have taken into account of what you guys like. I know what you like. I studied you. I studied you. I know what you like, and I know that people love to laugh. Ain't gonna be no pauses in the laughter. Man, the laugh gonna be back to back to back to back. Make sure some of y'all a little up in age. Make sure you go use the restroom before the show start. You know, because we don't want you having no accidents.
No intermissions.
And your giggle box run over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe they need to wear some diapers or something. As a callback if you didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
okay, so happy birthday to you early, but
Thank you.
I'll celebrate you in October as well.
Yeah.
And then November 1st is the actual birthday.
That's right.
I love it.
November 1st.
60 blessed years.
Yes.
Willie D, thank you so much for coming on the Nightcap.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and you at home, you already know what to do. Get those tickets right now if you haven't gotten them. Smart Financial Center, October 28th, Wednesday night. It's going to be a night for the books. The Roast of Willie D, cooked by legends. Cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.